This is lesson 477. I'm going to dictate words to you that will review all of the elements we've learned thus far in the We All Can Read program. Before we begin dictation, let me just review the sounds that the consonant teams represent. CH and TCH both represent the sound ch, CH in church and TCH in match. TCH must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use the TCH team to spell a word. In the word rock, CK represents the K sound k. CK must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use the CK team when you spell a word. NG in wing represents the sound NG must have a short vowel directly in front of it in order to use this team when spelling a word. PH in the word phone represents the F sound f. QU represents the KW sound combined qua. In English, when we have the KW sound, we don't use K and W to represent those sounds. Instead, we use the QU consonant team. U is not a vowel here. It's part of the consonant team QU. SH represents the sound sh, as in shell. TH has two sounds it can represent. The first sound for TH is th, as in thumb. The second sound TH represents is the sound th, as in the. When TH represents its second sound, double underline TH. WH represents the sound w, as in wheel. CE is a team when the E's only purpose is to cause the C to represent its second sound, and CE represents the sound S, the S sound, as in the word dance. GE is a consonant team when E's only function in the word is to cause the G to represent its second sound, as in the word lunge. Remember, the rule is when C or G is followed by E, I, or Y, C or G will represent its second sound. However, you must remember, with C, there are basically no exceptions to this rule. With G, there are quite a few exceptions to the rule. The second sound for C is the S sound, S. The second sound for G is the J sound, J. And finally, DGE represents the J sound as well, J. You must have a short vowel directly in front of DGE in order to use that team. Now let's begin the dictation of 10 rows of words. We begin with row 1. The first word is recede. Recede. The water will begin to recede soon. Recede. 2 syllables. First syllable re, 2 sounds. R, E. Seed, 3 sounds. S, E, D. Recede. Now we're going to mark these words, and there's a specific procedure to follow when marking the words. First, we look for teams in a word. We look to see if any letters are representing their second sounds, and we also look to see if the word contains a silent E. In this word, we have C representing its second sound, so we double underline the C, and we have a silent E at the end of the word, so we place a line under the E. Next, we identify our vowel sounds. We have 2 vowel sounds in this word, so we have a 2-syllable word. Next, we apply syllable division. Syllable rule 1 is in effect. We have 1 consonant between our vowels, so we divide after the vowel and before the consonant. And then finally, we put vowel groups under our vowel sounds. And in our first syllable, we have a vowel at the end of the syllable. That's vowel group 2. And in the second syllable, we have a silent E at the end of the syllable, causing the vowel that comes before it to represent its long sound. That's vowel group 3. Recede. Contrite. Contrite. He is very contrite about his actions. Contrite. Con, 3 sounds. K, A, N. Trite, 4 sounds. T, R, I, T. Contrite. Now we're going to mark this word. First, we look for teams. We look for letters representing their second sounds, and we identify a silent E if there is one in the word. We do have a silent E. Next, we identify vowel sounds. To vowel sounds, we apply the syllable division now. Syllable rule 2 is in effect. Notice we have 3 consonants between our vowels, but that's irrelevant. What is important is we have at least 2 consonants, so you always will divide between the first and second of those consonants. And then finally, we will assign vowel group numbers to our vowel sounds. And the word is contrite. Clergy, clergy. She is a member of the clergy. Clergy. 2 syllables. First syllable, cler, 3 sounds. K, ul, G, 2 sounds. J, E. Clergy. All right, let's mark this word. First, we look for teams, letters representing their second sounds, and any silent E in the word. We have ER as a team. We underline it. G is representing its second sound, and Y is representing its second sound. Next, we identify our vowel sounds. We have 2 vowel sounds in this word, so we must divide the word into syllables. Syllable rule 1 is in effect. We have 1 consonant between ER and Y. Now we associate vowel group numbers with our vowels. Vowel group 5 is in the first syllable, an R-controlled vowel team. And in the second syllable, when Y comes at the end of 2 or more syllables, it will normally represent its second sound, which is the long E sound. When Y represents its long E sound, we double underline the Y. The next word is repel. Repel. The climber began to repel down the face of the mountain. Repel. Re has 2 sounds. R, E. Pel, 3 sounds. P, E, ol. Repel. Now at this point, pause the video, completely mark the word, and when you've completed doing so, advance the video. Repel. Row 2, magic. Magic. I went to see a magic show. Magic. 2 syllables, first syllable ma, 2 sounds. A. Jick, 3 sounds. J, I, k. Magic. Pause the video, mark the word, and then advance the video screen. Magic. Notice the 2 is underlined under the vowel A. That's because there's an exception to vowel group 2 occurring here, and the A is representing its short sound. And G is followed by I in this word, causing the G to represent its second sound, J. Solstice. Solstice. The winter solstice is the shortest day of the year. Solstice. First syllable is sol, 3 sounds. S, O, ul. Stis, 4 sounds. S, t, I, s. Solstice. Pause the video, mark the word, and then advance the video. Solstice. Here, 1 is underlined in the first syllable because we have an exception to vowel group 1. The O in this word is long, not short. CE is a team because the E's only job in this word is to cause the C to represent its second sound. It is not causing the I that comes before it to represent its long sound. Escape. Escape. The prisoner tried to escape. S, 2 sounds. E, S. Cape, 3 sounds. K, A, P. Escape. Mark the word. Escape. Woody. Woody. The hillside was woody and filled with bushes. Woody. W, 2 sounds. W, D, 2 sounds. D, E. Woody. Mark the word. Woody. Here, OO is representing its second sound, We double underline it. Remember, the first sound for OO is oo, as in boot, and you put a foot in the boot, and the second sound for OO is the same sound you hear O making foot, which is which is the same sound you hear in this word woody. Y also is representing its second sound, so we double underline the Y. Row 3, uncle, uncle. My uncle is coming to visit, uncle. 2 syllables, first syllable ung, 2 sounds, Cull, 2 sounds, k, ul. Uncle. Mark the word. Uncle. N is followed by the sound k, causing the N to represent its second sound, Rubbish. Rubbish. There is a pile of rubbish in the backyard. Rubbish. 2 syllables. First syllable rub. 3 sounds. R, b. Bish. 3 sounds. B, I, sh. Rubbish. Mark the word. Rubbish. Nanny. Nanny. She took a position as a nanny. Nanny. First syllable is nan, 3 sounds. N, a, n. Knee, 2 sounds. N, e. Nan, knee. Mark the word. Nanny. English. English. He speaks English very well. English. 2 syllables. First syllable ing, 2 sounds. E, Glish. 4 sounds. G, ul, I, sh. English. Mark the word. English. N is representing its second sound here. When the letter N is followed by G or K, the N will represent its second sound. And we capitalize the E in this word because it is the name of a language. Drudge. Drudge. I felt like a household drudge. Drudge. 4 sounds. D, R, j. Drudge. Mark the word. Drudge. We can only use DGE when there's a short vowel directly in front of it, and DGE represents the J sound. English words do not end in the letter J. Noble. Noble. Your intent is noble. Noble. No, 2 sounds. N, O. Bull, 2 sounds. B, ul. Noble. Mark the word. Noble. LE is a vowel team. This is vowel group 7. When you have a word that ends with a consonant followed by LE, the L and E represent a vowel sound in the word, and you put the 7 under the LE team. Surge. Surge. The water began to surge over the bank. Surge. 3 sounds. S, j. Surge. Mark the word. Surge. Freedom. Freedom. Everyone wants freedom. Freedom. Free. 3 sounds. F, r, e. Dom. 3 sounds. D, a, m. Freedom. Mark the word. Freedom. Row 5. Bracing. Bracing. The bracing wind blew sharply against us. Bracing. Bray. 3 sounds. B, r, a. Sing. 3 sounds. S, I, ng. Bracing. Mark the word. Bracing. Accept. Accept. You must accept responsibility. Accept. Ac. 2 sounds. A, k. Sept. 4 sounds. S, I, p, t. Accept. Mark the word. Accept. Crumble. Crumble. The cookie began to crumble. Crumble. Crumb. 4 sounds. K, r, m. Bull, 2 sounds, b, ul. Crumble, mark the word, crumble. Ballot, ballot, I am going to cast my ballot, ballot. And we exaggerate the second syllable slightly and say ballot. Bal has 3 sounds, b, a, ul. Lot, 3 sounds, ul, a, t. Bal, lot, mark the word, bal, lot. Now, oftentimes when A is followed by L, followed by another consonant, the A will represent its extra sound, ah. But in ballot, it does not do that. So in this word, even though we have an A followed by an L followed by a consonant, the A here is representing its short sound. Row 6, infringe, infringe. You do not want to infringe on another person's rights. Infringe. In, 2 sounds, I, n. Fringe, 5 sounds, f, r, I, n, j. Infringe. Mark the word. Infringe. Now, FR is a blend here, but we don't mark it because we only mark blends when we need to protect the blend so they're not split up into separate syllables, and FR is in no danger here. We underline GE because it is a team, and we know it's a team because the E's only job here is to cause the G to represent its second sound. It's not causing the I to represent its long sound. Digit, digit. A digit is a numerical symbol, digit. Di, 2 sounds, d, I. Jit, 3 sounds, j, I, t. Digit. Mark the word. Digit. The 2 is underlined because I here is representing its short sound. Thus we have an exception to vowel group 2. Blister, blister. I got a blister on my foot. Blister. Bliss. 4 sounds, b, ul, I, s. Ter, 2 sounds, t, Blister. Mark the word. Blister. Marble, marble. The marble stone was placed in front of the building. Marble. Mar, 2 sounds, r. Bull, 2 sounds, b, ul. Marble. Mark the word. Marble. Row 7, clammy, clammy. He began to feel sick and clammy. Clam has 4 sounds, k, ul, a, m. Me, 2 sounds, e. Clammy. Mark the word. Clammy. Refuge, refuge. We went to the refuge to see the wildlife. Refuge. Re, 2 sounds, r, e. Fuge, 3 sounds, f, u, j. Refuge. Mark the word. Refuge. Now here, GE is not a team at the end of the word because E has 2 jobs. Yes, it's causing the G to represent its second sound, so we double underline the G, but it's also causing the U to represent its long sound, and thus we put a vowel group 3 under the U. In the first syllable, E is representing its short sound, and an exception is occurring to vowel group 2. Penny, penny. A penny for your thoughts. Penny. Pen, 3 sounds, p, e, n. Knee, 2 sounds, n, e. Penny. Mark the word. Penny. Recent, recent. We had a recent event to deal with. Recent. Re has 2 sounds, r, e. Cent, 4 sounds, S, E, N, T. Recent. Mark the word. Recent. Row 8. Renounce. Renounce. We renounce violence. Renounce. Re has two sounds. R, E. Nounce. Four sounds. N, ow, n, s. Renounce. Mark the word. Renounce. Austere. Austere. The environment in this organization is very austere. First syllable, all, one sound. Steer, four sounds. S, t, e, er. Austere. Mark the word. Austere. We mark ST as a blend with half circles under the S and T. So when we count our consonants between our vowels, we count it as a unit of one. Budge. Budge. She would not budge. Budge. Three sounds. B, j. Budge. Mark the word. Budge. Again, DGE must have a short vowel directly in front of it. It represents the sound J, and English words do not end in the letter J. So we use DGE to represent the J sound at the end of a word when it has a short vowel directly in front of it. Impinge. Impinge. We do not want to impinge on your goodwill. Impinge. Two syllables. First syllable M, two sounds. I, m. Pinge, four sounds. P, I, n, j. Impinge. Mark the word. Impinge. Now here GE is a team at the end of the word because the only job E has is to cause the G to represent its second sound. It is not causing the I to represent the long sound. Row 9, event. Event. What a wonderful event. Event. The first syllable has one sound, E. Vent, four sounds. V, E, N, T. Event. Mark the word. Event. Recite. Recite. He likes to recite poetry from memory. Recite. Re, two sounds. R, E. Sight, three sounds. S, I, T. Recite. Mark the word. Recite. Traitor. Traitor. He is remembered in history as a traitor. And we pronounce the word for spelling traitor. First syllable tray, three sounds. T, R, A. Tor, two sounds. T, or. Traitor. Mark the word. Traitor. Mature. Mature. She is very calm and mature. Mature. Now for spelling, we will have to exaggerate the sound of both syllables somewhat, and we're going to pronounce this word mature. The first syllable, may, has two sounds, m, a. Tuer, three sounds, t, u, Mature. Mark the word. Mature. And in conversation, we say mature. Our final row 10, slimy. Slimy. The slimy frog slipped away. Slimy. Two syllables, first syllable sly, three sounds. S, ol, I. Me, two sounds. E. Slimy. Mark the word. Slimy. Moment. Moment. Take a moment and think about what you want to say. Moment. Mo has two sounds. O. Meant. Four sounds. E, n, t. Moment. Mark the word. moment. Replace. Replace. We need to replace the washing machine. Replace. Re, 2 sounds. R, E. Place, 4 sounds. P, L, A, S. Replace. Mark the word. Replace. We have to protect P and L so the 2 letters are not split into separate syllables. So we put our half circle mark under the P and the L. And also we have a silent E causing the A to represent its long sound here, and C is representing its second sound. Our final word is jersey. Jersey. I tore my jersey in the game. First syllable, jer, 2 sounds. J, Z, 2 sounds. Z, E. Jersey. Mark the word. Jersey. And this completes the dictation of words from lesson 477.